my first question is just maybe what is one challenge in communicating this topic of race, or has there been challenges in communicating that even to your kids at a young age?
Yeah, no, it's for sure a challenging conversation.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that, because it's intimidating.
Right.
And part of the reason it's intimidating, regardless if you have, a homogenous family or a mixed family like mine, the challenge is that it's oftentimes so difficult to discern what your kids can handle. So I got a 1-year-old, and she can't talk yet, right? So can't really have a conversation there yet. And then I have a 3-year-old who is starting to vocalize, but is he at the spot cognitively to be able to have a conversation? Now, there's no doubt tons of research shows that kids are able to identify differences in skin color and things like that at a very young age, almost as young as 6 months. But can I have this conversation with my middle son? That's a challenge for me. Should I engage? Can I engage? Does he get it? Now, with our eldest, he's not that much older than Tate. He's 4 going on 5. And sometimes what is really like, it kind of hits you with a ton of bricks, is he's asking me the questions. Wow. Because he's hearing conversations, or he's watching PBS Kids, and something comes up, and he's asking, like, Dad, what happened to George Floyd? George Floyd, the story here in Minneapolis that kind of sparked the unrest and the conversation, that necessary conversation about race in the United States again. And it's not just George Floyd's name. We know, unfortunately, way too many others. But he's asking me questions. Wow. And the challenging part is now I'm like, whoa. From my son Tate, who's like 3-ish, 2.5, 3-ish, to Laker, 4.5, 5, in just that 12 to 24 month period, it's like a light switch turned on. And like he's noticing things and he's asking things. And the challenge then is like, how do I pivot that quickly? Where it's like, Ivy, it's not even in my mind. Tate, I'm kind of thinking about it. And Laker, it's full force.
Right.
And so how do you, when you have kids of different ages, how are you able to navigate the fact that they're all in different stages as well?
Well, and I love that vulnerability piece, even like you're saying, like it's challenging and we're trying to like you're in the process of figuring that out. And I think that's been such my heart in this project, is just even as young as 3, like you're saying, and so much of development in kids and in their brain, right? Like you're saying, you're not gonna you maybe wouldn't sit down Tate and show him the video, because that could be something that is traumatic and that could stick with him, right? So it's like, what are ways then to start even the awareness? And so that's why I love this project and I feel passionate about it.
No, that's your heart, because it's not just a book, right? What I love about what you're developing here is the felt needs for parents.
And so that's where we just start talking about, like you're saying, color and skin, maybe the things that they can start to understand at that age that's younger, that you're like, how do we, and a lot of research has shown also that by doing and just being parents, and how are you handling situations with race in front of your kids, they've talked about how that's like the most like insane thing for kids to watch, is how you're living your life and how you're interacting. Like, are you locking your doors at a certain time? Are you maybe going on like the other side of a street, right? When a certain person of color walks by. So that's been something really interesting as I've researched and talked to parents, right? Because I'm not a parent, so that's why to me you guys are the experts, because you know you're in it. But just like I said, super thankful for the conversation. But so I love that. I love the vulnerability of just like, it is a challenge. And I think you hit it like on the head, where it's like the age appropriateness is really key when you're talking to your kids. You're gonna talk differently to Tate than you are to Laker because of that age difference and what they're experiencing. So.